Alright guys, this video's language of choice, I'm gonna go simple, timeless, Spanish. ¿Qué pasó, amigos? Which is, again, what's up, guys? So, starting every video with a different language. I've done some crazy ones. I wanted to keep it kind of simple today, so I kept it in Spanish. Today, we're gonna talk about something that I get asked a lot about because I have 10 employees now, and we're looking at actually doubling the amount of employees we have. So I get asked a lot hiring and firing, and I talk to a lot of business owners about that. So I believe hiring is the easiest thing in the world because everybody that comes in puts their best foot forward, they bring a great looking resume, they're dressed up as nice as they want to get, and it's hard to decipher, what bad qualities that they potentially have, what they do or don't know, what they're kind of leading on that they know that they really don't. So hiring somebody is a decision that doesn't take a lot of skill. And you can have your intuition about people, and that may or may not help you because you can't really predict what somebody's gonna do in the next, 6 months to a year. So I believe the first real decision you can make on an employee of that seriousness is firing them. And I know that sounds terrible, but that's when you can actually make a decision and say, hey, I've seen this person and I'm choosing to fire them because of X, Y, and Z. And that's the first time you can make a decision, again, that you know with a lot of information. So something like that is gonna be important to understand because you can also choose to not fire them. And then you're making the decision to keep them after knowing all of their good and bad qualities. So hiring somebody, we have our process, we have a bunch of questions that we ask them, go over all kinds of past work history, skills that they may or may not have, a lot of different things like that that are pretty generic, and then we just interview them and ask them to get them to open up to us and kind of know a little bit more about who they are, what their ambitions are, what their goals are, stuff like that. So that's all super common and pretty basic stuff when interviewing someone. Just get a list of questions together, just kind of get them to open up a little bit. In California, there's a lot of things you can't ask them, but they can say whatever they want. So if you ask them questions and it gets them to open up about things that you can't ask, perfectly fine. So we try to just get them to say as much as they can so we know a little bit about who they are and all that stuff. We do a drug test for every employee. We verify references and past jobs for every employee. We try to make the best decision that we can. But again, you're really judging somebody off of 10 to 15 minutes of 1 or 2 interviews. So it's, again, not really gonna be that tough of a decision. You're either gonna like that person or you're not. The real tricky part, again, is when it comes to firing someone. You're choosing to either fire them or to not fire them, and that's really the best part. A lot of times I've talked to people and they say, I don't really fire anyone, I just force them to quit, or I just try to get them out in the easiest way possible, or, I'll wait it out and see what they do. That's not really you making a decision. You have to decide, I'm cutting this employee, and then it's over with. So I give that advice a lot. You really don't want to have them stick around for any longer than you have to. Even if, you're going to be short-staffed or down a person, or you can figure all that stuff out later. You really want to cut the bad apple out of the bunch right when you start to notice it. And I'm really, really big into that. I believe in that really strongly because you can turn the whole group bad from one person really, really quickly. So I cut them as soon as I find out, hey, this person's not working well, they're not working with the team well, they're not doing a lot of things well with their job, and they need to go, they just don't fit here. So that's it. I can give you guys more advice on what questions to ask. We kind of go just more of a basic questionnaire. I can give you more advice on, how to process them, how to put up ads for them, because when we put a job up, we get hundreds of people that apply for that job. So really effective online stuff that I can help you guys with, or just, go back and forth with and brainstorm. So like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys have more questions about hiring and firing. See you guys on the next video.